Well, good evening, everyone. This is Stellaris Alive, and we are the United Melkar League. Uh, Picking up where we left off last, we just won our previous war, claiming new territories for our people and our economic interests. So we moved basically. This was the frontier of our territory. We've conquered all this space. This is the new frontier, and I'm certain there's going to be a future war at some point. So we need to build a fortress at Diomia, which is in progress. And we're going to continue with the supremacy tradition. Because we are not, we're not a peaceful people. We're not particularly warlike, but, we need to take over the galaxy to ensure our safety, I suppose. Okay, so I'm going to go with Right of Conquest, so we can claim enemy planets or enemy systems for cheaper. And in particular, I have my eye on one particular gem, this pulsar system, which would make a fine strategic location, defensively speaking. So we could probably make some more claims on the Mandate of Brilfana. We can take the pulsar system and Ceridon. Of course, the consequences of taking Ceridon will be that we have alien people in our empire, alien beings, and there can be troubles that come with that. It is pretty expensive influence-wise. 105 influence for both systems. Yeah, I guess we'll make the claims. For now, we're in the process of building our first habitat, a monumental engineering project that we've never embarked on before, Of course, embarking into space. What is this raiding fleet? I wonder where they're headed. A raiding fleet. I'm sure they're pretty nasty. Asteroid ships and the like, they're basically orcs of the Stellaris world. Governing ethics shift in the Gyroid Confederacy. The support for the Friends of Liberty. So it sounds like they're becoming more egalitarian. Where is... Oh, that Confederacy. Nice. They are kind of neighbors to us. They're in the same neighborhood. So if they become more egalitarian, I'm definitely all for that. They have a receptive attitude towards us. Maybe, just maybe, they'd be interested in some kind of arrangement, such as a research agreement. So we could give them some minerals. I mean, we got plenty to spare. Perfect deal. 200 instant transfer of 294 minerals, which is something we definitely want because, well, some of our factions will get happy if we have science without borders, trading knowledge and expertise with other people. So how is everyone? How is our two viewers out there, by the way? Okay, so we just colonized our first habitat. Nice. Plenty of room for our people to expand. Definitely want some solar processor arrays. Excellent yield on those bad boys. 6 energy. Of course, I mean, you could get 4 minerals, whatever that means, or 6 energy, whatever that means. Definitely prefer the energy. Okay, so they accepted our deal. Quite happy about that. Let's set up the ship designer. How are defensive platforms? We should probably make them auto-upgraded. They have the best technology of the day. throw some advanced shields on there. Feeling fine. Glad to hear it. So am I. I got sick the past couple of days. So I'm fine now. Just didn't get too much sleep the past couple of nights. But it's good to be feeling better. Alright, so what are we going to do here? So, I mean, our main opponents in the galaxy right now are just basically the Mandate of Brilthana and the Grekta Spoilers. They are rivaling me. What's their opinion, though? Yeah, you can definitely see. So as long as we focus on competing with them, as long as we focus on parity with them, we should be fine. So, of course, we have plenty of fleet capacity. We can fit more ships into our navy. We have our 2 corvette fleets that we can reinforce. And of course, we have our cruiser fleet, which is at maximum power. Can we fit some more cruise? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we're up to 60 fleet capacity, actually. That's a tall order, 5,000 minerals, but we got nothing else to spend our minerals on. Not at this stage in the game, anyway. There goes that raiding fleet. Passing through our territory. Like, sure, they have no respect for borders. And I guess there's nothing we can do to stop them. They got 12k fleet power. I'm not sure. I mean, we could stop them, but it wouldn't really be worth it. Alright, so we got... mineral... Oh, yes, mineral processing plant. Perfect. This is like our mining central hub. Oh, this is a starship graveyard. Yeah, that icon is normally for high-quality minerals, but I'm not sure what the starship graveyard does. Maybe it just means there's more naturally occurring mineral deposits, but I guess we'll see. So we'll put the robot on the minerals. Put the Melkar on the energy. Energy grid, no less. Clear out the noxious swamp. Definitely. Of course, I mean, we have plenty of tiles to grow into currently, so by the time everything is cleared out, we should be ready to populate those tiles. Now we're suddenly at negative energy, and that's of course because we built one too many ships, I think. But that's fine, because we got our... what's happening here? For several months, we have received scattered reports of small numbers of alien mercenaries and privateers operating on the frontiers of our space. They call them the Valmanacs. And they are located around the Gathri Maelstrom. Haha, more Dwamax. Okay. Reactor accident, vacuum exposure. So they don't like the way we look. And I can't say I'm too... Well, I don't mind the way they look. I mean, I'm not going to say that to their face or whatever it is that they have there. And they want to turn us into stew. So who are these guys? They are, of course, the... Well, they're like on the other side of the galaxy. But yeah, these guys are, the, Space Mongols, pretty much. Oh, right. Yeah, we could clear that out. Yeah, that's a good point. Our fleet power is probably strong enough at this point. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I just completely spaced on the name of the system. So we got a 13k fleet and multiple 4k stations, another 10k fleet. I mean, we're not quite up to the challenge yet, but we will be soon. Give it a couple more years, a couple decades maybe. Our problem right now is we need some more fleet capacity. I guess we could just scrap a couple ships, and then we'd solve our problem. Or no, we can make some more. We could build an off-world trading company and some trading hubs at the Zandaban system. And that should be fine. So we're currently getting 10 fleet power from population. Who's at war now? The Citizen Council of Galactic Unity and the Mandate of Rixaru. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these Citizen Council of Galactic Unity guys. I had a very fun playthrough with them a while back, conquering the galaxy, or a good portion of it anyway. When they're fighting the Mandate of Rixaru. Hey, you know what? Maybe I could get them to attack the Grek Despoilers, who are definitely not too friendly to me. And they're kind of like we're both democratic, but they hate alien life form, and you know, we're aliens to them, they're aliens to us. Maybe we can make some kind of arrangement. Oh, what the heck? How come you guys don't want that at all? What if I gave you some food, and you gave me some minerals? How much food do I need to give you? Yeah, they're not having any part of that. So, yeah, it'd be nice if we could become friendly with the Citizen Council of Galactic Unity, get them to attack the Grek Despoilers, you know, get like a two-front war against one of our primary foes. The Mandate of Brilthana, the aggressors in the previous war, have a defensive pact with the Grek Despoilers. So it's essentially, if we go to war with either of them, you know, we get both of them at once. That's the way things go. You know, people form into blocks and they help defend each other. Can't we all just get along? Ooh, more anchorages. Just what we needed. Like I said, not 5 minutes ago, we need to expand our economic power. So yeah, if we build those anchorages, our fleet power will be back up to standard, and then we'll stop suffering so much negative income. Unemployment. Massive unemployment. This is terrible. What? This is Canada, Starship Graveyard Planet. Build you a power plant. I'm still not sure what the Starship Graveyard modifier does. It doesn't indicate any numbers. It's a Starship Graveyard. So I'm hoping there's going to be some kind of event chain. I guess we'll see. So yeah, the United Melkar League has our nice little niche in the galaxy.
Construction project concluded.
You know, we only have minor galactic ambitions. Equivalent fleet power to the Mandate. So hopefully when the time comes for the next war, we can claim even more territory. When is that? So we can't currently declare war because we have a truce. It will last until 2297. So still quite a few years to go. That's good. Plenty of time to build up, increase our defenses on the new frontier.
Research concluded.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, genetic modification. You know, the gene clinic is kind of nice because it increases your population growth by 10% on the planet, and also gives you society research and unity. But the thing is, if you research this building, then all of your sectors will just put them on your planets, even though you might not need them. So I think I might not even bother researching it. Because eventually our empire will get large enough that we need to use sectors, and we don't want to handicap our sectors. Well, I guess we should go for the military academy. That seems like the next logical choice. Military academy, of course, can produce some research, and then we could train better armies to make it easier to take over, you know, Ceradon, for example. So the Magic system, we could actually probably convert some of these gun batteries over to anchorages. Since our new main defensive choke point is in Diamia. Okay, the Citizen Council of Galactic Unity has concluded their war with the mandate of Rixaru. And it looks like they claimed a system. The goal system.
Concluded.
Mineral Processing Plant 2. What do you guys want? Okay, so for 3,000 energy, we will continue getting mutagen crystals from them, which gives us plus 10% happiness. We will continue the deal. For more engineering research, yeah, so we can enhance our military weaponry, although I don't really use autocannons too much. Maybe, I guess Urantic crystals, because although we have no Urantic crystals in our own territory, we could probably trade for them, and once we research the technology, we can get them from other empires. We can upgrade all of our mineral processing plants now, which is nice because those plants give a planetary bonus to all mineral production. More unemployment. Okay, so yeah, here's the issue. The population of our habitat is growing more quickly than we can build buildings because, you know, people migrate to the habitat. But it is solving our energy problems.
Project concluded.
And our naval capacity issue has been solved. Yeah, so the mandate of Brilthana, they have superior naval capacity, so if they wanted to, they could outship us, but they haven't. Maybe they can't support building so many ships. Or maybe they just don't want to.
Project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Excellent to hear. Now, we are probably not going to attack them. I think I'll just wait for them to declare war on us. Because they have a defensive treaty with the Grek despoilers, and I don't want to rope them into a war if I don't have to.
Construction project concluded.
Ben-Thel refugees arrive. A flotilla of civilian transports carrying Ben-Thel refugees from the Rantor Divine Mandate has arrived in our space, and they have settled down on Hydrozone. They were unfortunately expelled from their homes by the Rantor authorities. They are welcome here. We'll expand our people. There they are, the Ben-Thel fungoids, egalitarian, and they are very industrious. Ooh, and they're natural physicists. I am all about that. Yeah, let's upgrade your physics lab. So there's one Ben-Thel. They prefer arid planets.
Receiving transmission.
But you find yourself on a Gaia planet, right? An ocean world, actually.
Construction project concluded.
So you're not quite so happy there. So we got the all-important neutron launchers. Definitely snag the positronic AI. Get that plus 5% research bonus as early as we can. And I guess Durasteel materials to improve our ships. Give them better armor. So we can get up to 201 fleet power. Yeah, see, the problem is our fleets can't fit any more ships in them because of our fleet capacity. So I guess we'll need to build another fleet, but then, you know, it becomes a mess because you need so many admirals to run your fleet. But we do have an additional core colony we can make. How's our new defensive choke point coming along? Diomia? Still upgrading that to a star fortress. Once that is complete, we can build many more defenses here. Faction founded. The Xeno Rights Lobby. Their members have been pushing hard for friendly relations with alien species. Okay. Well, good for you, but if they want to... I mean, what's your opinion on the mandate of Brilthana, who attacked us not 10 years ago?
Research concluded.
I mean, I get that we have some aliens in our space, and of course they're very welcome, but... So we get new society research. Okay, fleet command limit, plus 20. That is exactly what we need. So then we can maintain our 3 fleets, just put more ships into them, get back up to our fleet capacity.
Construction project concluded.
So we built one habitat.
Construction project concluded.
Still being developed. We have our 1 habitat. We can colonize 1 more planet and still be below our... and be at 6 out of 6 core systems. So I'm thinking of going for Trabor
Complete. Opening comms.
Non-Aggression Pact? Who is this? Oh, the Gearoid Confederacy, who has recently switched over to Egalitarian. I will accept your Non-Aggression Pact because, with the way things are going in this galaxy, friendly enemy. Yeah, that's a better visualization. And of course, obviously we need to be worried about the determined exterminators. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have judged the whole alien species from the actions of a few billion. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's examine their platform, because I'd be more than willing to accept Brilthanan refugees, like should they get, you know, attacked by killer robots. And apparently, well, I guess I'm a hypocrite because our species, we do not welcome all refugees. So what do they want? They want... Actually, so if we do allow all refugees, which I'm more than happy to have, and a passive study of native interference, we could probably get them above 50% happiness, maybe get some more influence from them. But let me just do some virtual, what is it? Virtue signaling. Check out this one Belthen refugee we have on our planet. We're the good guys. And we also have some more. Oh yeah, we have the Elaminid. Like, these refugees showed up based on an event that triggers because their homeworlds are being attacked by the Maynard bot Killstorm. It reminds me of Star Trek a lot. I feel like there was a couple of episodes involving refugees fleeing planets being attacked by the Borg. But I mean, we're materialist and egalitarian, so we're not exactly xenophile, but we do believe in the rights of the individual. So if we see you as an individual, then yes, you are welcome to
An
whatever
alien
destiny
empire has established communications.
you can claim in our space. All right, so I've been hesitant to colonize Trabor because it's all the way out there. Might be difficult to defend, but let's just do it. Oh yeah, they're expanding quite nicely. I'm kind of proud of them because they're my own creation. I mean, they're just determined exterminators. It's not like there's too much variety you can have, but they're shaping up to be a nice mid-game crisis. Look at that, they're snaking all around. They've even got their hands on a wormhole.
Construction project concluded.
It's just hilarious to me. Like, I'm really glad I'm not the Tesnid warrior clans.
Construction project concluded.
We just get to sit here, we get to chill out, build our habitats. The Brills display psionic potential. Oh, that's a red flag. Mandate of Brilthana. Psychic powers, what a crock. Because, after all, we are materialist. Okay, so on Canadia, we can upgrade our planetary administration. It's about time we do that. Increase the bureaucracy, but of course that is at the end of the queue. We have a bunch of other work that needs to be done. Starship Graveyard Planet. Physics Lab. The Elemented, they are very unified. I mean, I think they'd have to be if they want to maintain their culture after traveling across the galaxy. Okay, I'm going to put this guy here so we can utilize that 2 physics right away and build a lab. Okay, so if only we had more strategic resources that we could trade away. Who's our current leader? I mean, we're cyborgs, by the way, just in case you did not know. We haven't had an election in a while. I feel like I think once you ascend to be synthetic life forms, don't different... Or, oh, never mind, I'm thinking of something else. Like, what's interesting is if you play Determined Exterminators, like other Determined Exterminator empires sort of treat you with respect and don't want to just eliminate you, which I think is pretty interesting. Of course, we're not Determined Exterminators, so we don't get those advantages. So at the Diomia defensive checkpoint, we're going to build a crew quarters. And how about a communications jammer? And with that in mind, we can move some ships there. Lethargic, oh my god. Lon Von Harris, that's a terrible admiral. I think we need to dismiss you. Immediately, in fact. Who else can we recruit? Nothing too... I mean, Fleet Logician is always good, but nothing too amazing. Like, we got aggressive and... Oh, no, we have lethargic. You're stubborn, which isn't too bad. You just won't level up, but you're still aggressive. I mean, we're definitely going to have to do something about this guy when we fight the next war. So I want at least 1 fleet on the border to help defend that station, because it's going to need some support. And I think I'll probably send more ships up here to take over these systems when the next war happens. Which it could happen right now, actually. But if we do that, then the Grecta spoilers will get involved.
Construction project concluded.
Oh, look, holy crap. Can we invite all these people? They may be willing to join the war. All of these empires may be willing. I'm sure that yeah. I think we have the makings of a galactic war on our hands. It says that they may be willing. I'm not sure if that's a guaranteed thing. Because like a lot of times, this game won't let you make decisions that will fail. It's just either it'll work or it won't work. And if it can work, you can choose to do it. How's our relative fleet power? Oh, they pulled ahead. They're now superior to us. But, you know, tactics can win out against superior numbers. Okay, I have an idea. So we have excess fleet power. We can build, like, say, 27 more corvettes, for example. And we have a pulsar system here we can take advantage of. So I think what we're going to do is build a fleet that is specialized for fighting in a pulsar system. You know, no shields, all armor. We're going to park it there, and that can help us. That can give us an advantage in the fight. And Ceradon has a pretty hefty station there. Sheepator? Okay, I misread that for a moment. I thought it said something else. So let's go to our trusty ship designer. We'll do the Interceptor. X-ray lasers, because when you fight in a pulsar, you don't care about the minus 50% shield damage. And of course, we'll go all armor. Let's go for the afterburners for additional, you know, evasion. And of course, we're going to call this the Pulsar C, Pulsar Corvette. Make them swarmers. And we'll be able to use that in the fight to come. Military, okay, so we built those corvettes. Go to the ship. Fleet manager, yeah, let's, how many? I think 27, right? Yeah, we can build 27 of these bad boys. 4,000 minerals for the fleet.
Construction project concluded.
And 3,000 minerals for the rainy day fund.
Research concluded.
Fleet command limit plus 20. Precursor discovery. Ooh, jinkies. We should investigate this. But first, we need to advise our research committee, headed by the most esteemed Vladimir Kolosov. Has his dissertation in military theory, and he's a cyborg. We're all cyborgs. So this habitability technology has been popping up a couple times. I think it's time to take it. It's not exactly
has established communication.
It's not exactly military theory, but it's part of the job. You don't always get to choose what you want to do. So I recall in the previous war we trained, yeah, there. We have some armies that we trained. 437 power. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. I'm not sure what type of horrors await us on the Ceradon system on the surface of the planet. In fact, there are 2 planets we need to take over if we want to take this world. Ooh, high-quality minerals. The plot thickens. And a bleak planet. I mean, a galactic war is one thing, but a galactic war fought over mineral wealth, that is a history. Unemployment. Yes, yes, yes. Our colony ship is en route to the Trabor system. You know, I'm sure these colonists who are making the long journey up the northern corridor are like, oh, I hope there isn't a war that breaks out between the Mandate of Brilthana, because, you know, they'll just come in here and kill us or take us hostage. That's what they would do, right? You're hostile to us. I'm sure you hate wicked cyborgs. Minus 40 for wicked cyborg. I'm sure you guys would be happy to execute some cyborgs. How's our defensive station going? We need to build some more defensive platforms. I won't feel good about declaring war until we have secured... Oh, we found more space Mongols. Bird space Mongols. Myth fell freebooters. Alright. Oh, they're right here in this little pocket of space.
Construction project concluded.
Huh. Oh, I had no idea. I thought this was like some random space monsters, but I just never bothered to research the technology to contact them. Supremacy. Speaking of manifest destiny. There should be a tradition that's called the Galactic Manifest Destiny, but there isn't. Okay, I'm going to go with army damage plus 25%. Warrior mindset. Make our armies more effective. New election coming up. Is there anyone we can elect to help us with the coming fight? Mineral production plus 10%. Expansionist. Not exactly helpful, but... Oh, Vladimir Kolosov, the military expert. Maybe he's looking for a change in career. He's 128 years old. That's the benefit of being a cyborg, by the way. You know, if you're not a cyborg, I highly recommend it. I mean, I kind of want to prop up Lon von Harris because he's a terrible admiral, and he also has a charismatic, so edicts are cheaper and last longer. But he has only 8% support, so I'd have to support him too many times. It's just not politically viable. It's a political impossibility. All the polls say that Lon von Harris would lose, despite his charisma. You know what? I'm not too crazy about any of them. I'm just going to let the cards fall where they will. Oh, that's a combine. Okay. I can just recruit a new admiral and replace him. But then I just have this guy hanging around that I paid for, you know, but, like, he doesn't cost any maintenance, but I spent, like, 200 energy for him a while back. Election promises unfulfilled. That's a common... We've re-elected Lithim. So the annoying thing about ascending to a cybernetic species is that your name profile gets replaced. So now all of my people are getting generic names, as opposed to the names that I specified in species creation. So I mean, this is still good because defense platform build cost minus 33%. It's pretty good stuff. That's about the size of it. Like, there's no way to fulfill the promise. Like, where is that, Miner mandate. Build more mining stations. We can't do that. There are no mining stations to be built. There are no other mining stations. Oh yeah, that reminds me. We have a precursor artifact. We kind of forgot about that. Stop it. Stop tracking. Okay, so we got one precursor artifact. You research it. Our trade deal with the Abraxi has expired. It will. Yeah, I know. Well, I won't make the mistake of criticizing them if they want to. Well, here's the thing. We're gonna go into Ceradone and take their high quality minerals. We'll get them. I mean, this is a real tough line I'm riding because I have to, because there's already people living on Ceradone, and we're not exactly xenophobic. All right, so what I really want to go do this war, but I don't want to do it until we have a secure defensive station at so.
Research concluded.
Positronic AI, good stuff, just like Data from Star Trek. Hypershields. Ooh, Interplanetary Initiative. Let's go for it. Like, my goal in this playthrough isn't to just paint the map my color. I just want to make a nice empire that can throw its weight around when I need to and deal with crazy things that pop up when they happen. For example, you know, we're approaching the mid-game, 2300. One of these space Mongol empires is probably going to explode and spread across the galaxy. And of course we need to worry about the Maynard bot, Killstorm. And then there's the endgame crisis after that, so a lot of crazy things going on. Let's increase that trading hub. We're researching the Ute artifact. Just got there, just started. How many? We need to get 6 of them, right? And we have researched 3 out of 6. Or we will have researched 3 out of 6. More society research. Don't really need another core system, not yet anyway. Ooh, combat training. Yeah, that's right up your alley, Vladimir. Combat training. He's gonna personally... He's just gonna, like, go to all the different boot camps and, you know, armies in the field and just, like, train them. Like, here's what's up. Let me tell you. He's just gonna personally go there and do that. Healthcare campaign has expired. Okay, let's reactivate that. Definitely, we have the energy to spare. And we need the population growth. Okay, so I think the Mad Jack system, we can definitely fully convert it over to anchorages now that we don't need it for defense. Hopefully I won't eat those words in the near future if Diomia falls and we need to fall back. Ooh, Citadel. Battleship. Yes. We want the battleship. Alright, so we got
Project concluded.
Ute artifact. Evidence of a past Ute present. An away team from the Marco Polo has managed to bring a relatively well-preserved artifact back to the ship. Okay. That is a pinnacle of interesting. We found an artifact. We brought it back to the ship.
Construction project concluded.
If you have need of others to fight your battles for you, know that the mercenary fleet is now available for hire. The bird mercenaries. How much does it cost to hire them? I will do that. The Galactic Manifest and Destiny. I will name the battleship. The class will, the class will be named after the first ship, which will be Galactic Manifest Destiny. And there will also be a ship named to that. Oh, we could hire a leader? 2,000 energy. If you can afford the blood price to release them from their sworn service to their kinfolk, they will gladly swear an oath to follow you and fight your battles. Okay, so I think I probably will hire a leader when we need to.
Construction project concluded.
We got upgrades. Build a bot.
Construction project concluded.
I like this a lot. All these tiles. Though I am looking forward to the Mega Corporation update and the planetary rework. Because, I mean, dealing with the tile system with a small empire like this is fine, but in 100 years' time, when we probably control all of this, it's not going to be so fine. Well, I'm really glad all of you have come out to watch this live stream.
Construction project.
I typically do these, well, I just started live streaming, so I'll probably try to do them every Tuesday, Thursday.
Construction project concluded.
From 8 till 9 or later. And then I'm also going to be doing a live stream on Fridays or Saturdays,
Initial colonization phase.
depending on what my weekend plans might be. And I'll probably do Stellaris on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then any other time I stream, it'll probably just be some other random game. Probably, like, thinking of getting back into Children of a Dead Earth. Also, Oxygen Not Included, which I'm also going to do like a regular playthrough and also live stream that.
Construction project concluded.
Oh yeah, we need to upgrade our... Okay, well... So I have an expansionist desire, but I'm not ready to go to war yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be ready to go to war for a while. But there is this primitive civilization we can take over. They have very large tracts of land, as they say. They're in the Iron Age, so they're not doing too much with that land. What do you want? We want a migration treaty. Well, you're pacifist. I'm not sure that's going to really jive well with our people. They prefer savanna planets. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. No migration treaty. Yeah, I think we should definitely invade this planet and put our own people here. Because since I'm not willing to go to war just yet, we need to find some other way to expand our economy. And I don't think we need to recruit a general for this. But you're only 29 years old, so you're probably going to live a long time. And you're cyborg. I think we'll wait on that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to invade... Yes. I'm sure that the Iron Age folk of Siskastek won't really be a match. And well... Oh, what do you want? Attention, Dwamaks! Okay, so they're offering their mercenary services, but we have no need for those quite yet. We have this empty tile. Let's build a military academy there. You can go there. And we're just going to pave over... You know what? We actually are at +0 food. So maybe we should build a farm. That depends if there are better food tiles. Yeah, you know what? If we invade this planet, they can farm food for us, so we don't...
Receiving transmission.
What do you want? Okay, I can give you 800 minerals. I think that's a fair trade. You've kind of pulled ahead of us in technology. I mean, it's what I would do. I would demand minerals. I mean, the AI... Oh, okay, so you're going to want to check this out.
Declaration of war has been announced.
The Grecta spoilers. Oh, that's good news, actually, right? Grecta spoilers? Who are they fighting exactly? Okay, so maybe they are fighting the Equinian Interplanetary Republic. So our enemies, one half of our enemies is now fighting the Equinian Interplanetary Republic, you know, the pig people. They're friendly with us. We don't have any sort of other deals with them. No defensive treaty, no non-aggression pact. But maybe now is a good time to unleash our military ambitions on the Brilthana mandate. But first, we need to deal with these...
Planetary incursion initiative.
We need to deal with the Great Threat.
Planetary incursion initiative successful.
Great Threat has been dealt with. Stellar culture shock. Now, we don't really care about the stellar culture shock because... Like, we just need these guys to make food, and that's what they're going to do. Also, we're going to build mining droids. And maybe move some of our own people in here as well. Let's see. Resettle. Yeah. I so rarely resettle population that I always forget how to do it. Okay, so actually I think we should move some Benthel here, because they would be ideal to live on the Eric planet. And this is how diversity can be beneficial. Now we have one Benthel. That's you. I mean, you're on a water planet, you definitely prefer a desert planet. Go. No! Oh, I don't have resettlement allowed. You know, that's a good... Maybe... I don't want to forcibly resettle them. I think they should just migrate naturally, though, because it's a better planet. I'm hoping they do that. Because I want to remain committed to egalitarianism, after all. Grateful refugees. Well, continue to refugee to the other planet, please. And then also we're going to colonize this other desert planet. So the good thing about this one is that actually we can go to the Hydro Zone and build a colony ship filled with Benthel people. The Nakamoto Business Plaza. Okay, that's what it's going to be.
Receiving transmission.
Decline. We're not going to do... Oh, actually... What kind of planets do you guys prefer? Savannah planets? So you could live on our desert planet. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, it's been done. Can't be undone. We're still fortifying the Suez system. And how come our energy is in the toilet all of a sudden? Is that because we're colonizing? I mean, colonizing only costs 8 energy, not 68 energy. Now this is quite a sight. Defensive station, defensive fleet.
Construction project concluded.
Oh, do we need to reactivate capacity overload? Yeah, that's probably what we need to do. Yeah, I think I recall seeing the symbol that
Construction project concluded.
indicated that capacity overload expired. That makes sense. So we're waiting for this defensive station to build up in power. So once this defensive point is more well established and fortified, and after we've researched battleships, we'll build some battleships and we'll go to war with the mandate of Brilfana. I mean, because they do have a superior fleet power after all. I mean, normally I'm all about going for the quick early attack when no one is ready, but it's just not practical right now. And there's a bit of role play going on too. You know, we're not exactly, you know, we're not militarists. Because we have plenty of economic interest to develop. In fact, we could build another habitat. Okay, let's get the subterranean tile blocker clearing because our recently acquired planet has quite a few of those. So we almost have enough minerals for another habitat.
Receiving transmission.
Oh, let's colonize this habitat. Did I build 2 habitats in the previous episode, but forget about one of them? I think that could be. Because, I mean, it was like 2 days ago. Can't expect me to remember all those details. That's why it's important to stop and look and audit your empire. Like, what do we have going on? We have this size 25 Gaia planet, but it's been converted to toxic wasteland.
Phase complete.
And we cannot colonize this because of all the tile blockers. See, you just can't do it. Can't do it. So what we need to do is we need to terraform the planet first to clear out all of the tile blockers. But that's going to be a while before we are able to terraform Gaia planets. Or I guess that's how that works. I don't know. Like, we could terraform this desert planet into something more nice, but we have aliens in our empire who prefer desert climates, so no need to expend the effort. I mean, we have colony ships are currently being constructed, crews are being provisioned, and now we can build a research institute and a planetary shield generator. You know, I love planetary shield generators, and I'm going to go for it because it's a rare technology. Who knows when it'll come up again. So this planet was colonized. Here, you do the society research, build a mining robot. We're at the negative energy once again. Right, because we finished colonizing Trabor, now we're over our controlled system limit. Right, so I was saying how much I like planetary shield generators, especially if you have a planet in a choke point system, because if you put fortresses on that planet, they get the hyperspace inhibitor, so no one can proceed through the system until they take over the planet. And if you fill the planet with armies and a shield generator, bombardment is pretty much pointless, and takes them a while to get through. I guess go for core systems +1 how about. Because I'd rather not put anything into a sector. Right, so we can build another habitat. Pretty much all of our minerals spent. And
Receiving transmission.
The Gyroid Confederacy. Ooh, egalitarian and militarist. You prefer continental planets, thrifty natural sociologists, and charismatic. Okay. Migration treaty, let's do it. We don't have any continental planets, but the Tesned warrior clans are becoming more xenophobic. I thought they already were xenophobic. But I can understand why. I mean, they pretty much are not going to have a clan pretty soon. It's just going to be gone. And they're probably resentful at the rest of us who are fine and happy. I love how this is developing. And what's the deal with... How come no one's gone into this patch of space? What is so scary about this patch of space that has been empty? Like, what is in this unknown Class M red giant? No one can say. And they're still at war with the Equinian democracy.
Construction project concluded.
Enemies still have a superior fleet power. So one thing that's making me kind of nervous is the fact that we haven't done too much to expand our fleet. Not for a couple of years anyway. Okay, so my own people have migrated to this planet. I mean, at the end of the day, we are cyborgs, so we are happy to live on many different types of planets. Oh, we still need to build a planetary administration somewhere here. I don't want to plow over the minerals, so we're going to put a mining plant there. I think I'll clear out this deep sinkhole, we'll fill it in, and then we'll build a planetary administration there. You know, okay, so the Voon Okan, the stellar culture shock is only minus 10% happiness? I thought it would be so much more than that. Okay, but here is the real... Yeah, minus 45% mineral and energy production, but they are fine to grow food. Which is kind of exactly what I wanted them to do, because, you know, I'm not going to be bothered to build farms. Because I want energy and minerals. If we can have these people mine food, grow food, I'm happy with that. Give you a power plant. Oh no, cancel that. Cancel that monument. We'll probably put the monument up here in this corner. Okay, well, it's going to be a while before we can really fully develop that planet, so we'll just let it be for now. We're currently colonizing another habitat, and we're also building another habitat. But being that we are not, you know, master builders, it's going to take a while. And we're okay.
Project concluded.
So in the Soyuz system, our defenses have become most formidable. We still need to upgrade you to a Starhold. We're going to throw a disruption field generator on there. Throw a disruption field generator on that bad boy. Who are you? Oh, you are a pig person from the Aquinian Empire. Good. We need the energy. Who died? Scientist Fang Waffle. From our science ship. Okay. Well, I'm glad that the population of Skos Tech is being cooperative. I mean, we're basically gods to them. Not just because of our knowledge of technology, but also because of our knowledge of human rights, or sentient rights, I suppose. We're not humans, after all. There are no humans in sight. Ooh, the Curator Order. Ooh. Well met. Right, so well, before we get back to the Curators, I mean, the only humans in this galaxy so far is the Citizen Council on Galactic Unity. And they seem to be doing quite well with their overwhelming fleet power, and thankfully, they sort of like us now because of mutual threats. I assume by mutual threats they mean them? Or maybe them? I don't know. Let's upgrade the fleet. The despoilers? Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I thought. Well, no, the mutual threat modifier happens when a particular empire gets too powerful. So I think I'm gonna have a +9 opinion bonus with everyone because of the Maynard bot Killstorm. Because they are determined exterminators, and that's all they do. Like, if I was conquering as much as they were, then I'd have a -9 threat malice to everyone. But the Grek the Spoilers, they hate me too. Everyone, well, not everyone, but they don't like the fact that I'm a wicked cyborg. I like that term, wicked cyborgs, -20. Oh yeah, so as is the case with Stellaris, things keep popping up and sometimes you get distracted. One thing I wanted to look at, because this is, I think, the first time I've ascended to cyborg people. There should be a policy, I think, to convert other people in my empire to cyborgs. Oh, how come you're unhappy? You're solitary? Oh, it's because of the faction you're a part of, the Xeno Rights Lobby? What's happening here? Land grab objections. Oh, it's because we took over the primitives. Yeah, that's what the mutual threat penalty is. But of course, the Xeno Rights Lobby is unhappy because we brought democracy to the Iron Age primitives of Celtac. But that's okay. They'll get over it eventually, I think. In either case, they are a small faction, relatively speaking. Oh, actually, we have 28%. We have a 28% Xenophile attraction. Which only seems natural. That's the way things want to go. I'm happy to roll with it. Right, so I've been distracted once again. If we go to... Let's go to Ska Tech. I think I said... I brought freedom to them. If we go to Ska Tech, I think I said Cell Tech earlier, but whatever. And we go to their species, we go to their set rights. I think we can... See, I thought there was a way to convert newly acquired aliens to be cyborgs, like everyone else. I probably just don't know where to look for that menu option. Definitely don't want to enable population controls. That's not going to go over well. Maybe I need to research technology for that, but I'm pretty sure this one is only for determined assimilators, transubstantiation synthesis. Well, I guess I won't worry about it right now, but I'll probably I'll do some Googling, see if I can figure out what is the deal with that exactly. Let us continue. You know what? I think we need to cancel the deal. As much as we love consuming your crystals, we need to get our energy crisis resolved first, which will be resolved in 28 months. Alien entity identified? Ooh. A tubular entity? I like tubes. Has entered orbit of Canadia with no warning or explanation. It appears to be moving without engines or thrusters, gliding in complete silence through the void of space. Cylinders rotating ominously. Though it has yet to display any signs of aggression, it refuses to acknowledge our hails. Our military advisors warn that it may pose a considerable threat to the inhabitants below, and implore us to engage in neutralization protocols. Our scientists, however, plead that we study it. We're going to study it. An enigmatic guest. Let's research it. A mysterious alien entity has entered orbit of Canadia. It would be wise to determine the purpose here as soon as possible. Is this true? Is there really an alien entity? Oh. It just left. A shame.
Initial colonization phase commencing.
That was kind of random. There it goes. Stupid thing. It reminds me of a Kroot war sphere from Battlefleet Gothic. Except it's a cylinder, not a sphere. But in principle, it's kind of similar.
Construction project concluded.
And we're still researching it, so I guess we'll find out what the deal is. Oh, it's the Plague Research event. So on Trabur Prime, they've been afflicted with a plague. We need to build a Plague Research Center. It's already been set up. So we have some infected population units. We just need to move them onto that square with the Research Center so they can be cured. Okay, so population unit got cured. We'll move that guy there. He'll get cured. And then it's pretty much done.
A declaration of war has been announced.
The emergency clinic has been able to cure its test group of the illness. And is anyone else infected? You're not infected. Oh, you are. You're a recent immigrant who's also infected. Well, gee, I wonder where the infection came from. I mean, it's what you got to deal with if you want to integrate. That's why we have science, after all. Okay, we finished curing the plague, giving us 125 influence, 1500 unity, and some society research. We've learned how to come together to overcome a common problem. Greetings, Melkar friends. The recent Aquinian archaeological expedition on one of our planets uncovered several artifacts believed to have originated in the ancient Yut precursor civilization. They are displayed in a museum on Snotalivish, but in honor of our friendship, we would like to donate one of the pieces. Thank you. Hey, yeah, see, look at that. Being friendly pays off. You know, I gotta be honest, I think this is the first time in a game like Stellaris where my allies have actually done something for me that I am truly grateful for.
Research concluded.
Like, in these types of games, there are two things, you know, it's like some trading, don't declare war on me, and that's pretty much it for diplomacy. Of course, Paradox Interactive, a lot of their games do have more complicated diplomacy, but not Stellaris, and not a lot of other 4X strategy games. I mean, technically this is a grand strategy game, but, you know, it's kind of the same general genre. So we can already research flash coolant, but I'm not going to commit 185 months to that. Especially when we have something like hyper shields or disruptors. I think we should go for the hyper shields. So really, what is limiting us is our lack of, like, we're trying to go tall.
Receiving transmission.
I'll agree to that. Research agreement, mutual benefit.
Special project concluded.
Okay, so we finished researching the enigmatic cache. We gain 250 engineering. Its surface is covered in hundreds of thousands of minuscule scratches and details in which we have discovered traces of a compound that is alien to our galaxy. Intriguing, yes. Let's upgrade our ship shelter. Right, so I said I was going to build the, on Skos Tech. We will build the planetary administration here, giving us a wealth of energy. We can build a mining network over here for the adjacency bonus. We don't have an alien zoo, not yet, so we cannot build that. So how is everyone out there watching? There's been a few of you hanging out for a while now. I do appreciate that.
War has been announced.
It's nice to have an audience watching the exploits of the Melkar people. The enigmatic cache is still on the move, silent as ever. This thing just looks ridiculous. Like, I'd expect it to fly through space along the other axis, not the wide way. So we still got 33 months left on the battleship. The battleship technology.
Fleet enhancements applied.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Return back to the frontier. So we also have our protectorate. Psionic potential. What a crock, I say. They've been our loyal subjects since the almost the beginning of the game. And once we could integrate them into our own society, but we'll need to get some domination traditions first. Speaking of which, we're about to get our next tradition, and we're going to continue on the supremacy trade. Once the month switches over.
Initial colonization phase complete.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. There's the icon. The Great Game. Unity output plus 10% per rival. We don't have any rivals. But I think, can we declare rivals, or is that only a militarist thing? No, we can. We can declare a rival for plus 5 influence. Yeah, let's do that. Oh ho ho! Patriarch. So then we do this, and we'll get plus 10% unity for it. Because we have one rival. We're at 143. That should probably increase. Yeah, 157 now. That's the 10% bonus for having a rival. So if they just declare war on us, that would make my job so much easier. But they're probably hesitant too because we have our own defensive treaty. And in the previous war, they invited the Grek despoilers to also attack, but since the Grek is involved in their own war. Oh, look at that! The Mandate of Brilthana have claimed the Marak system. What system is that exactly? The Marak. I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. Oh, they probably have all of these. They probably already have Sui claimed as well. So that gives us a good idea of what they might do in the next war. So it's more imperative that we upgrade this station fully. With more gun batteries and everything. And all that stuff. So we have our brand new habitat. The ISM 3 habitat. Things are looking up for the League. So Skostek, we still need to build a energy nexus, so we could build it probably right there, I think. And we want to build a mineral processing plant somewhere, probably right there, but we need to clear out the quicksand basin. Oh man, so much unhappiness. That is just unfortunate. On Teletrax. I think I'll go for some more research laboratories. How popular is the Xeno Rights lobby? It's pretty popular. I could suppress them. I have enough influence. I wish there was like a way to get a report to see just how much energy and minerals you're losing due to unhappiness. Because I suspect it really isn't actually that much, you know. Seeing these red unhappiness bars is kind of demoralizing, but really, it's only minus 2.5% because of happiness. And we could probably use another... Well, I'm not going to build you a farm. I'm actually going to build you a shield generator. And then we're going to go to Skos Tech and we're going to upgrade these farms. Yeah.
Initial colonization phase complete.
Oh, cool. You know what that means? We have another planet? The Nakamoto Business Plaza, yeah. Alien studies. Additional tile output. As long as the enigmatic cache remains in orbit, our scientists will have ample opportunity for research. Let's do it. And of course we need a monument.
Construction project concluded.
Obroxy refugees have arrived from the Grectus... Wait, what? Transports carrying Oxbroxy refugees from the Grectus spoilers have arrived in our space, and they have been allowed to settle on Skos Tech. Okay, fair enough. I guess in a previous war, the Grek must have taken over... Oh yeah, in the previous war, the Grek did take over... Oh, look at that. And they're currently... What? I have a defensive treaty with the Oxbroxy, and I guess they attacked the Grek, and that's why I did not get roped into this war? Well, that's kind of stupid of them. They attacked? Why would they do that? And the Brittlethana? What is happening here? I guess I should have paid more attention to those notifications. I just thought they were about some random other civilizations around the galaxy. Okay, that makes sense. So the Oxbroxy have a defensive treaty with the Equinian, the pig people, and so when the Grek attacked the Equinian, the Oxbroxy got roped into it, and then also the Mandate of Brittlethana are involved somehow. Yeah, that's how a galactic war gets made. Oh yeah. Starbase capacity +2. I don't know, I can't decide. Galactic campaigns, very important when you go on the warpath to not get war exhaustion. I mean, because we won the previous war because the enemy gained war exhaustion more quickly than we did. But at the same time, we could get an additional civic or more starbases, which are vital, linchpin to defense and fleet capacity. I think I'm going to go with the Manifest Destiny. That pretty much writes itself. And my reason for doing that is because I think very soon I'm going to declare war on the Mandate. And, you know, this building more star bases is more of a long-term strategy which will benefit us. So even if we lose some systems in the war, if we screw things up, we can still sow the seeds for future prosperity, so to speak. And at the Majek Station, yep, at the Majek Station we can build our Naval Logistics Office, which we forgot to do. Right you are, Hugo. We are going for the Manifest Destiny.
Receiving transmission. Receiving transmission.
Oh, the Ishni Combine. They're always very generous. We will continued friendship. 7,100 energy credits. I prefer minerals, but I won't complain. Xenophile, authoritarian and Xenophile. I've always wanted to try out that combination. Okay, so if we are serious about jumping into this galactic war with the Mandate, they still have a superior fleet power, but they're in the process of holding down Ox-Broxy territory. And we definitely, if we don't grab our own slice of the pie pretty soon, there will be no more pie to grab. It's a zero-sum game. So I think we can declare war on them. Because we can hold down this defensive point, we can dispatch our fleet up here to take these two systems that we want, and if things go badly, we can defend at our choke points, even though the Northern Passage isn't fully defended yet. It's really a north to south passage, but I call it the Northern Passage. Alright, I don't make this decision lightly, but we are going to do it. Yeah, look at that. We can't... There are no attackers to invite because everyone else is already involved in a war with the same group of people. So we're going to go for Conquer.
War declaration process.
So we can gain those two systems. Let's send them out. In fact, let's talk to the bird people. We're going to recruit an Admiral. I'm just curious as to how this will turn out. Very good. The oath has been sworn, and the warrior is yours to do with as you will. Well, first of all, I'll grant him citizenship. How about? As long as he guarantees service. So where is this so-called leader? I don't see a leader here. Do I need to wait a month, maybe?
Construction project concluded.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what happened there, but we can't wait. We need to dispatch our forces. You know, it's funny. One thing I always criticize the AI for doing is they never master fleets on the border before declaring war. And I just did the exact same thing. I mean, yeah, I have my defensive fleet in Diomia, but I probably should have moved my fleet up here first before declaring war. But that's life.
Construction project concluded.
"10 months to get our battleship fleet." I wonder what the enemy has for ships. Like, there's nothing visible on the map currently. Like, I hope they don't, like, come around the corner and they have, like, a 30k fleet. It's like, what the hell? Oh, our fleet power is currently equivalent. That's a good sign. That's good news. They've been taking losses.
Receiving transmission.
For sure. Migration treaty? I thought we already had a migration treaty. Oh, no, no, no. I'm going to decline. It's because we got some of their people in our space because of we accept refugees. There's one of them right there. Yeah, there's one. We're currently building our habitat, which is coming along slowly. In fact, well, we should build a colony ship so we're ready to colonize it when it's done. And now we wait. Okay. Yeah, see, notice how the Corvette fleet is speeding ahead of our cruiser fleet. Interesting. Which is fine. Oh, also, we should send the our ground forces as well. Oh, the... And I'm going to take this time to train some more ground forces. Okay, I'm hoping that we don't come across too much ground resistance to our assault armies. But if we show up in Ceradone and find out they have like 1K defending garrison, we'll have more ground troops we can bring up to fight. Now, so I recruited that Admiral, but what? I thought... Is it just a bug? Is that all that happened? Okay, that time it worked. Okay, now we have 2 bird people admirals. They are Eyes of Red and Wings of Green. Evasion and fire rate both plus 10%. And they are of a spry young age. Unfortunately, they are not cyborgs. So anyway, we're definitely going to replace Lon von Harris because he's lethargic. With Wings of Green. And our cruiser fleet does not have an admiral, so we'll give Eyes of Red. Okay, great. That's better. That's more optimal. And in fact, we're going to take our Pulsar fleet, our fleet of the Pulsar corvettes, and increase the number because we have the excess fleet capacity. That's too many. We'll just say 220, how about?
A declaration of war has been announced. Construction project concluded.
Alright, so the Mutilor Authority is fighting the Rontor Divine Mandate. I think they've all fought before.
Research concluded.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, productivity. Yeah, so glad you could stop by to see what's happening.
Construction project concluded.
We just finished researching battleships, which is pretty interesting. You know, and we're on the warpath on the offensive against the Mandate of Brilthana. Mega cannons. Do we want mega cannons? Or no, we want space torpedoes. And I think we're in a pretty good position to fight the enemy. Because we have our defensive choke point here, and we have a staging point here. I don't know what the defenses at Ceradon are like, but hopefully we can manage. We're probably going to have to deal with a similarly powerful station, 8.1K.
Declaration of war has been announced.
The galaxy has been erupting in war. We are both at 4% war exhaustion, despite no shots being fired yet. You know, it's tough on the nerves. Anything could happen. Alright, the Aquinian and the Grex are now at peace. Which is not quite so good.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Okay, that could actually kind of be a problem, right? Because since the Grex are now at peace with these two nations, they have open borders for 10 years. So they can use them as a route to attack my space. Which is kind of stupid, in my opinion. So we need to consider that. Like, how are we going to handle that issue? If we end things quickly up here, we can redispatch our fleets back down to the south. And in the worst case scenario, if we were to lose the war, we would lose some systems, which we definitely don't want to have happen. We would lose Trebor Prime, Sui, and some more, so we'd probably lose a bunch of these systems. Yeah, we just have to hold that one system, but our forces are already... Like, it's going to take a long time to build up this starbase. I mean, we can definitely start doing that now. But I think our best bet is to be quick about it, and then move back south with our fleet. Because the Grek have a superior fleet power. Ideally, we can just get to a status quo and then settle for that. Okay, so we're going to send the Pulsar corvettes into the Pulsar system to take control of that. And we need to colonize our habitat with the colony ship we already built. So we finished training all of those armies. Let's send them up here in case we need them.
Initial colonization phase commencing. Striking hostile station.
Oh man, they are defended.
Construction project concluded.
But we got them. Alright, that puts them at... We're still relatively equal. Let's go for the Ceradon system now. We have... well, let's wait for the cruisers to hit up. The cruisers are equipped with large weapons, so they'll be perfect for taking out large space stations. With eyes of red. Cruises will arrive in 121 days. And we'll also send in the corvettes. Unemployment. Give you a processing plant. Okay, we're about to go into the combat zone. I hope this turns out. I wish them luck. So there's an enemy fleet in defense and a formidable station. And the cruisers should be following in just a moment. Come on, guys. Aren't you gonna go? What? 56? What the heck? I guess I probably could have timed that better. Yeah, what the hell? Alright, see, I thought I had timed the fleet so they would sort of arrive at the same time. But I guess I was mistaken. Oh man, look at that furious firepower, just bombarding those shields. God. Okay, we should probably have the station now. Okay, these planets are ripe for conquest. Look at that. Only 257 garrison strength, 257 respectively. That is good news. Very good news. Okay, here's another thing. So, we need to defend our southwest from the potential incursions of the Grek despoilers. And I mentioned before how we need to build up another starbase. It's going to take a while, but we have other options open to us. In particular, on Canadia, in the Mahil system, we can build some more fortresses to help defend this planet. And they have a garrison, you know, they have a planetary shield generator, so we can hopefully stop the enemy here. But I guess we can replace this hydroponic farm, how about, with a stronghold. It's going to take 140 days to complete, so we should be good there. And I guess we can also replace the... you know, it pains me to do this, but we can also replace the mining network with another stronghold. We don't want to be stingy, because it's really a matter of survival. And we'd be pretty stupid to not make these sacrifices when we have the opportunity to do so. Okay, that was a oh, look at that. We lost 0 cruisers. Yes, I feel like I know what I'm doing when that type of... We lost all those corvettes. It was a blunder. Yeah, absolutely, but you know, it's not like we're Klingons or anything. We're not an expert. We're not expert military people. We have you know, we have our own military traditions, but we're not a race bred for war or anything like that. But we do need to definitely re-equip and reinforce that fleet and redeploy it. They're currently missing in action. They'll be returning in 5 months, then we can reinforce them, send them back to the front. Now, in the Pulsar system, we have our Pulsar fleet waiting for the enemy to just make their move. And of course they are... It was a mistake. Well, okay, you know, we lost a lot of Corvette crews. We should not talk about these things in terms of ships lost, but rather crews lost, because we need to be... I feel like I know what I'm doing. After the massacre of the Corvette fleet. Okay, I mean, it wasn't a total massacre. I mean, what did the records say? I guess we lost that fleet record, but look at that. This fleet had 60 Corvettes in it, and now we're down to 28, so we only lost a smidge more than 50%. So, it could have been a lot worse. The war will go on. I'm picturing like a situation where the Corvettes, they get massacred, then the cruisers come in, and they get massacred, but the cruisers did such a good job. They did the best job. Cruisers like you would not believe, and now we have battleship technology. So now we have the Citadel, I don't use destroyers really, not in this build of the game anyway. Okay, well we have... I'm gonna go with the kinetic batteries, because we can arm our battleships with kinetic batteries. And now we need to invade, we need to launch an invasion. We should recruit a general. Well, we can't, we're at maximum leader capacity. But let's invade them planets, and our biggest problem right now is the fact that we are at 26% war exhaustion. So, I mean, we have our fleet currently stationed in the Pulsar system, and oh my god, not these guys again. Baldorak? Okay. This is Citizen Photongal. The People's Revolutionary Council has unanimously voted to rename the planet formerly known as Baldorak to Photongia in honor of my leadership. Also, the planet formerly known as New Baldorak shall henceforth be known as Chapkimak, after Chapki Arad, our Minister of Public Safety. That is all. Enough. Block all future transmission from these creatures. I don't want to block that off. I feel like maybe if I stick with it for a while, they'll give us more goodies. You know, one time,
Construction project concluded.
They gave me 500 minerals because they thought the minerals were worthless. And they certainly are worthless to them. Right, so our biggest issue is our war exhaustion. I haven't seen any sign of an enemy fleet of any threat.
Commencing planetary incursion initiative.
Ooh, planetary incursion initiative. That sounds nice. Gonna smack him around.
Planetary incursion initiative successful. Commencing planetary incursion initiative.
Let's check out the big map, make sure things are still looking okay. What is happening here? Okay, there's a raiding fleet. You know, I could maybe recruit the raiders to do something, but I feel like they don't really do anything. Like, they attack the enemy, and maybe they coax them to give away 5,000 food or energy or something like that. Bokasharan refugees have arrived, and they've settled on Old Snyder. How are those fortresses coming along, by the way? Okay, we got stronghold. We have one stronghold, and 9 more days to complete the second stronghold, and we will upgrade the first stronghold to a fortress. So as you can see, Canada, it now has an FTL inhibitor, which will prevent the enemy from passing. Additionally, we have a planetary shield generator, so bombing will be very difficult. Now, I'm actually considering tearing down this star fortress, the Starhold, whatever you want to call it, because we don't really need it. It's not going to stop the enemy. And we have the strongholds at Mihil. I mean, if anything, I should probably upgrade the stronghold at Mihil, which I think I will do. And I'm going to downgrade that one. So that was kind of a waste. You know, there have been some blunders in the form of Corvette disaster and building the wrong starhold in the wrong system. It's a
Planetary Incursion Initiative.
purely
Successful.
a bureaucratic oversight. Okay, so what do the things look like now? Like we only get 2% due to occupation. We occupied 2 systems for 2%. That seems a bit unfair, considering how much effort we put into it. Like, we're occupying 2 of their planets. Maybe it'll reset once the month takes over. Okay. Well, I guess we need to continue. So we're going to leave the Pulsar fleet right where it is, and we're going to send the battleships forward after they have cured themselves of their damage. Which will take just a moment. And then I guess we'll design some battleships. How about? Yeah, instead of rebuilding our Corvette fleet, we could just design some battleships. Well, let's see, it's going to be 53 months till we get the kinetic battery. I don't want to wait that long. Oh yeah, neutron launchers. I mean, you really can't go wrong with neutron launchers. They're a good all-around weapon. We'll see what we end up with. We can always refit these if... Auxiliary fire control for additional chance to hit. And we'll make them advanced computer artillery. Saratoga? Nope. Galactic Manifest Destiny. Auto upgrade. So yeah, the purpose of this ship will be to destroy enemy cruisers and enemy battleships. But maybe they don't even have any battleships or cruisers. Well, I definitely know that the Mandate builds cruisers. Yeah, they got... This ship will be an artillery ship designed to kill enemy big ships. We have our corvettes to deal with the small ships. I just don't know if I should focus on armor or shields, but we'll start building the battleships. We can refit them if we need to. What's our fleet capacity at? 188 of 240. Battleships take up 8. So we'll build 3 for now. We can only afford 3. And the cruisers are still being repaired at the Ceradona station. Ooh. Oh, the Ceradona station has a ton of anchorages. In fact, let's replace that shipyard. Oh, I can't do that because it's under occupation. And we will continue forward. Peace? The mandate of Rixaru has made peace with the Citizen Council of Galactic Unity, and the Citizen Council has gained 1 system. Which one? Rodan? That one right there. Okay. Well, I hope it was worth it. Now, how about you guys should go to war with the Grek despoilers. Do you want to trade? How about a research? Yeah, they're just not interested. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty confident about this war so far. All right, yeah, glad you can make it. I'll be streaming again, Stellaris on next Tuesday, and possibly more this weekend, but probably some other game. So have a good night, and I'll see you around. Rari. Alright, so back from the gas giant people, we wish to announce the execution of 4,500 individuals. Let this serve as a warning to all those who would stand in the way against our glorious revolution. Interesting. You know, I'm sensing some sort of historical parallels going on. Okay, so the Nakamoto Business Plaza will upgrade their reassembled ship shelter. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about this war, despite those earlier, like, earlier disasters, we'll call it. We'll call them earlier setbacks. The realization that we are fighting on our own, and the loss of our corvettes. A new threat is born. The warring factions of the Valmanacs have united under a single great Khan. This mysterious warlord has emerged from their warrior caste and accomplished what most thought impossible. Through a combination of guile, charisma, and military genius, the newly crowned Great Khan has won the utter loyalty and devotion of the Valmanacs factions. Great Khan Looper. I'm not worried about this. Yeah, the Great Khanate. Strong words. So here's the thing. The Great Khan Looper is over here. And I'm over here. So there you go. Hopefully they'll mess up the Maynard bot Killstorm. So that's one less thing I need to worry about in the future. More likely they're going to mess up the Mandate of Rixaru and the Authority of Exilian. But I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm extremely grateful that it's not the Myth Fell freebooters. If they had the Great Khan event, it's like we're basically done. We'd have to become a satrapi underneath them, which isn't the end of the world. But it would just sort of halt our ambitions for a time. Right, so the Mandate of Brilthana still has a superior fleet power. Mercenaries join the Great Khan. An influx of nationalistic fervor. Okay.
Initial colonization phase complete.
Ooh, a new habitat. And like we're kind of running out of food. We need more farms is what we need. And we can do that because we have arable land that we've left untouched for the purpose of farming. An old Snyder. Oh man, we're out of minerals? Damn. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm feeling confident about this war despite the earlier troubles, because if the Grek comes in from the south, we can defend at Mihil because we have our fortresses and our planetary shield generator. And as long as we're quick in the north, then we can redeploy to the south. And the Brilthana, that's just one foe we need to fight. And maybe they have a better fleet right now, but we're building more ships to bring our fleet back up to snuff, so to speak. And we'll just continue taking systems and stations, and hopefully we can settle for a status quo. We just need to get the war exhaustion up high enough. We need to occupy enough systems.
Construction project concluded.
21k fleet. Damn. Okay, what the hell? That's going to be tough to deal with. So I think we're going to need to retreat for now. And we're still building those battleships, right? Yeah, so we need to wait for those battleships to be finished. Once the battleships are done, maybe we could attack in this direction, take Fangnauer. Yeah, because I think the battleships will be able to demolish that station pretty quickly. And we'll need to drop some troops on Bid-Rissim. Yeah, that'll be easily taken. Well, anyway, I mean, so I think that's all going to be stuff for the next episode. I need to really think about heading to bed myself right now, work and all that stuff. So I'm going to probably end things off in 5 or 10 minutes anyway, and I appreciate all of you who stopped by to watch me deal with the troubles of Stellaris and all the joys and victories that involves. And like I said before, I'll probably be streaming again on Saturday, not Friday, but on Saturday. And I won't do Stellaris, I'll probably do some other game. Not sure what, though. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, I'll be doing more Stellaris. So we're just going to pull back right now. We want to preserve our fleet power. And hopefully we can, once we finish those battleships, we can launch
project concluded.
An assault on Fangnauer. Okay, look at that. Oh no, they're almost done. 75 days to go. So I'm not sure how far back we should retreat. If we keep these corvettes, like these corvettes, they cannot hold the pulsar system, but ideally they'll cause enough damage. You know what I mean? Like their job here is to act as a speed bump, cause some damage, because they are specifically designed for fighting in this type of system. Okay, look at that. We got our 3 battleships. They merged in with the corvettes, which I'm quite okay with. A 9.7k fleet. Now, I believe it was RE who suggested we name one of the battleships Galactic Manifest Destiny. We'll do that now. Unfortunately, he has departed for the evening, but that's okay. We all have our obligations. And we also Destiny. That's the flagship of the fleet. Will it survive? I don't know. Will it have a great fleet career? We're going to go to Diomia, then we're going to attack Fangnauer, and we're just going to try and take over as much stuff as we can. We need to get this number down to 0 or 1. And I guess before I end things off officially for the night, let's see if there's anything we need to upgrade or change. Well, I guess I'm a bit hesitant to spend too many minerals right now, because we might need those minerals. We have unemployment, but we're currently building structures here, so it can't be helped. We just have to wait. Now, if we do, in the worst case scenario, if we do lose the war, we're gonna lose Trebor and Sui, and I think a bunch of these other star systems. We're not gonna send the offer. We'll lose. Oh, they're also gonna claim back Diomia and Junduis. You know, that's not that bad. It sounds like if we lose the war, they're probably going to take back these 3 systems, which makes sense. They have a claim. We took it from them. And they'll take these systems up here. So that's 3, 4, 5. And probably 6, 7. So it won't be the worst thing in the world if we lose. Considering how much technical, like we have a ton of technical strength within our own empire with our habitats and our alliances. And, you know, like this is our offensive war. If we lose an offensive war, well, okay, big deal. As long as we can defend ourselves in a defensive war, which we have proved that we can do time and time again. Well, anyway, yeah, so that's going to be all for tonight. Thank you so much for coming out or staying in and watching me go on about Stellaris, and I look forward to doing this more next Tuesday. And that is all. Have a good night.